It is time. Welcome guys to the finale of Let's Make Felipe Massa World Champion, guys. 19 races have gone. It's one more to go. It's the big one. It's the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. 4 drivers within a chance of the championship. It's going to get tasty tonight. Welcome guys, and welcome to a new layout as well on the channel as well. I thought I'd go for something a little bit different for tonight. So let's see how this pans out. But we are on F1 2016 as always for this stream, and I just need to do one quick thing because I've just realised something that I've done wrong, and I will make this switch to F1. There we go. F1 is now on your screen, guys, and we'll just get the cheeky sound on for you guys, and we will kick this episode off for you guys. It is 100% race, guys. For the first time in the series, we are doing this again, but I thought I'd change this up a little bit. And we've also got the cheeky sub count as well for the first time in the series, guys, which is only for any milestones we hit on the channel, guys. So we are here close to 15,000 subscribers, guys, and my aim is to get somewhere close to that by the end of the stream, guys. It would be absolutely amazing if we could get that, guys, by the end of this stream. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we do that, of course. So we're here, and this is the scenario, guys, for the championship before we go into this episode. For us to win the championship, this is what we need to do. First, Bottas fans out there, we'll take you through the standings actually. Oh, that's the wrong one, that's the wrong page. We'll get the standings up for you guys in a minute. So as it stands, the state of play, we're leading the championship by 6 points from Valtteri Bottas, with Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Raikkonen on our tails, as you can see, 12 and 13 points respectfully. We shall go through as follows right now of what the stipulations are, because there's so many stipulations. I want to give a massive shout out to Lambrex, one of my moderators, who has very kindly made a stipulation list for you guys. So this is what we have to do for us to win the championship. If Bottas finishes first, we lose the championship regardless. If Bottas comes second, we've got to come 4th. If he comes 3rd, then we've got to come 5th. If he comes 4th, 7th, 5th, 8th, 6th, 8th. Simple as that. For Vettel to win the championship, being 12 points behind. If Vettel wins, we have to come 3rd in the race. If Vettel comes 2nd, we've got to come at least 7th. And if Vettel comes 3rd, we've got to come 8th. And then if Raikkonen wants to win the championship, he's got to win the race. He's got to finish in the top 3 at least to stand any chance of winning the championship. And same goes for Sebastian Vettel right on there. So this is going to be a big challenge, guys, on our hands. I want to win this so badly for all the fans of Felipe Massa in the chat. And also as well, guys, at the end of the race, I am going to reveal the driver for Series 2. So if you want to find out who I'm driving as in Series 2, make sure you stay to the end of the stream, as I'm going to officially announce it, guys, right there. And for the traditional wave, hello, guys. Let's win this, guys, for Felipe Massa. And I know a lot of you are big fans of Massa. And we have a subscriber rolling in right there. So thank you very much to whoever that is. Thank you so much. As you may see it a little bit better. Actually, I'm going to move it down a little bit. So just give me a second. We want to make this absolutely perfect, guys, for you. So we are going to stick that right there. But thank you very much for all the subscription, guys, over the last 19 rounds. It's been incredible. But without further ado, it is now time, guys, to kick this off then. 100% race, live in the flesh. Let's bring home Massa this championship as much as possible, guys. Let's see how we get on. But I just want to quickly say thank you, guys, for your support over this series. I'm looking forward to Series 2, but it's now time for the finale in Abu Dhabi. It is time. Welcome, guys, to the finale of Series 1 of Let's Make a Driver World Champion with Felipe Massa. We're at Abu Dhabi for the traditional 100% race, guys, which you guys know that I do in every single series I do on the channel. And this one is a big one. It's the biggest championship fight we've had in any series on this channel. 4 drivers have a chance to win the championship here today. All 4 covered by just 13 points. Who would have thought double points could play a factor if it was still around here? But it isn't, and it's going to be a big one. Myself, driving as Felipe Massa. Valtteri Bottas, who's led the championship for a very, very long time. We've got Sebastian Vettel on a little late charge, along with his teammate Kimi Raikkonen, are the 4 drivers in with a shot of the championship. And what a way, what a track to finish off the series, guys. with this one. So you can see the state of play right there. We've got a decent amount of points ahead of Bottas, being 6 points. Bottas has to win the race to be crowned champion. Simple as that. We have no chance, and there is us, a crucial pole position in yesterday's qualifying stream, guys. If you missed that, then you need to go and watch it, because we pulled off a stellar of a hot lap there, thanks to our rival Kimi Räikkönen in this championship as well. If you guys want to find out who I'll be driving as at the end of this, well, hold on, let me change this up a little bit, right on there. At the end of the race, I'm going to officially reveal the driver for Series 2, which is going to launch, guys, in 2 days' time. But forget all that, here is the grid for the final time this series, and it is us on pole position by nearly half a second from Verstappen, thanks to some slipstream from Kimi Räikkönen, and the rest of the field, as you can see, is on your screen right now. And let me know in the comments who you're supporting in this race, guys. Who do you think is going to win this Grand Prix? And I've got a little cheeky strategy which I'm going to mention, as Bottas is there down in 12th. Had an absolute terrible qualifying session, I've got to say. And if anyone is new to the series, the Manas are on the grid, but they get disqualified at the end of the first lap. And it's absolutely boiling in here. It is hot as hell with these hot temperatures in the UK right now. I've got a fan behind me keeping me cool, and hopefully you cool the pressure down for me on there. If you saw yesterday's stream, guys, we qualified in Q2 on a set of the super soft tyre, which means we are committing to the 2-stop strategy, as you can see on your screen right there. We have got 2 fresh sets of ultras in case something happens to us in the Grand Prix. We shall see how that goes on there. The setup for the final time this series, driving the Williams, which I'm going to miss a lot with the straight line speeds, but we shall see. But the setup is on your screen, guys. If you want to pause the video, feel free to do so and use it if you want to. It's completely up to you for your league racing, your own little career mode series you've got on the channel, or just a single player. Whatever you want to do, or time trial, it's up to you. It's a great set. It got me pole position yesterday, and we'll see how that gets on. The target, guys, of this video, we've hit 19 consecutive light targets on the stream. Considering this is Abu Dhabi, we're going to go for a big number in this episode, guys, especially with the championship fight. We're going to go for a record-breaking 4... Actually, no. Shall we make it 3? Let's start with 350 likes to kick this off. And if we get anything over that, then I will be amazed. But we're going to start the race straight away. No formation lap in this series. And the lights are out, and away we go. And I've just realised something, that I'm running the simulation damage thing. So... not simulation, the wheel, so I am going to be a little bit off-putting for the start of this race. So we'll see how it goes for the first lap, but I think we need to just pause the video a little bit and get this right, because that is a little bit off-putting, I think. We'll do that quickly, actually. I should have done this before we started streaming, actually, so not the best of starts to a finale, but it's a good thing I've recognised it now and not later in the race. So there we go. About 10-second fix, and we're back to normal. So there we go. The wheel is back to where it was. It was because I left my sensitivity on 900 degrees on the wheel, which I used for iRacing. So, because earlier in the day we did stream some iRacing in another Fernando Alonso F1 challenge. So, you want to see that, go check it out. It was the latest video on the channel, but Max Verstappen's already on us already on the Ultra Soft. Ricciardo is also on the Super Soft tyre as well as me, and he will be doing the 2-stop, I think, in this race. But the priority for us, as long as we stay ahead of Bottas, Vettel and Räikkönen, we've won the championship regardless. We've got that nice 6-point cushion, as there's already been some contact behind, as the Manas have been disqualified from the race, which is legit. So that's good news for all of you guys after the calamities of Brazil with Ocon smacking into one of the Manas and causing him to retire, which caused an almighty train pile up behind. So we shall see how this pans out, but looking forward to this race, guys. I am pumped for this, and hopefully you guys is as well. This was supposed to be earlier in the day, but it was too hot for me at the time when I was doing the Fernando Alonso challenge. I just felt I needed a couple of hours just to relax, get my mind focused on this race, guys. It is a very crucial one, this one, and I really want to bring it home for you guys right now, and all the Massa fans in the chat and the comments that have been supporting me in this series. It's just been absolutely amazing. You guys have been over the last 19 races. It's been amazing to do this, and I'm looking forward to Series 2, which I've said is launching next week on Monday evening, guys, at 8 o'clock in Australia. So you haven't got long to wait for the second series, guys, which will be the big main series on the channel, guys, before we go to F1 2017 on the 25th of August. So you've got now to August the 25th for this one. So we shall see how this goes tonight. But what do you guys think to the overlay as well? I would love to hear your suggestions, guys, of the overlay. Changed it up a little bit. Looks a bit more sleek and professional a little bit. So, and it's in a good position as well. And you get to see more, specifically me and the wheel as well. So that's why I've changed the angle a little bit. But I feel it's a little good one. I think it's a little good. And I've only put the sub counter in, guys, just for now. And only for occasions when we're getting close to 15k on the channel. So we're not far off, guys. And it will be so good if we get close to it by the end of the stream. And maybe hit it in the first episode. Or maybe even tomorrow night's AOR stream. We'll wait and see how that pans out there. But it's a good start from us already. And we're keeping a nice gap to Max Verstappen behind. And also his teammate Daniel Ricciardo. But there is a Ferrari of Raikkonen up in P4. So Raikkonen's in the hot seat right now to maybe challenge us for the title. But we've got to stay. I think it's like P8 if Raikkonen wins the race to be crowned champion. So as long as we don't bottle it, we should be fine. But we are in for an absolute banger of a race here. With all top four, it's all line astern right now in this in this fight for the lead of the Grand Prix. 2 are on super softs, the other 2 are on ultra soft. So lot to play for in this race, and it's going to be absolutely fan-dabby-dozy, I've got to say. But make sure, if you aren't around here, guys, if you've never subscribed to the channel, make sure you do if you want to see the second series launching on Monday and other F1 related content on the channel, guys. We want to see and some new faces tonight. If you are new, guys, make sure that you let me know in the comments, guys. If you just subscribed for the first time, then I will keep yourself updated with that, guys. So hopefully Streamlabs is working fine this week, tonight. Apparently they fixed the subscriber glitch thing that was causing Streamlabs to go down and not appear subscription count. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that is working this time around. Well, I'm praying it is, but we shall see how that pans out. But the DRS has been enabled, so that means any driver a second behind the car ahead of them will get DRS, like Max Verstappen just did then, as he closed the gap down to us. And they have been pretty good in this last sector, the AI, so I've got to be careful of that. So Matthew, thank you very much for subscribing, mate. Welcome to the Ryan LATV community. Great to see you, mate. Thank you aboard so much for joining us here tonight in this very crucial race, this one. And I'm absolutely excited for this one. There's also, if you guys are interested to know, we have an official Discord server right now where some of you guys in the chat right now are in there right now talking about the race and giving your reactions to what's happening, transpiring in this race. It's completely free to join, and it's great for you guys to come along and meet other members of the Ryan LATV community. Set up F1 races, set up whatever lobby you want and whatever game that you guys have. And it'll be great to see as my face cam has just disappeared off the screen, so I'm trying to fix it right now. So we may lose the lead, and we have lost the lead, so I'm going to have to just leave the face cam for now, unfortunately, as I'm trying to get back up into the lead of this race. Backhand slides, and I think it's the fan that's caused this, so I may have to turn the fan off for a little bit. So the fan's bottled it a little bit, so let's pull the camera back up again. Hello guys, we are back. We've got DRS, so that's great. So we're back again. So I'm just trying to fix this. There we go. So we lost the lead of the race because of my face cam. Too concerned about my face cam, really, but face cam is a priority, guys. You want to see me, so the face cam's bottled it a little bit there. So just trying to get this working. There we go. I think that'll do for now. But the fan, so everyone now hashtag blame the fan right now. The fan has been the cause of me losing the lead of this race, but I'm not too bothered about Verstappen leading because he's not in the championship fight. The man behind me, though, on the other hand, is definitely a contender for the championship, of course. So we could be driving as Max Verstappen next season, or we'll be driving as his teammate Daniel Ricciardo, as the votes revealed that it's a clear two-way scrap between Max Verstappen and Ricciardo, who we are driving as next season. If you pick Ricciardo, which I'll announce very soon, then you may see a Shuey appearing in the race victories, guys, if you select him, and if it's Max Verstappen, I don't know really. I don't know. But Verstappen gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix on his as he's putting away a little bit. But I'm not particularly bothered about Verstappen at this point because he's not in the championship, so I'm not really focusing on that for the time being, of course. So priority for me is to beat all the 3 drivers in the championship as we go purple in the first sector, as we're trying to close back in on Max Verstappen just outside the 1 second barrier which we need for DRS. And if you've got any queries, guys, ask one of the moderators in the stream, and we will see how we get on later on. Also, as well, I've just changed a bit of the bit rate as well, so hopefully we won't have any issues throughout this race. But if you guys remember Brazil last time out, at the end of the race, that was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen, with the game freezing on us and all whatnot. It was a very scary moment for us. So blame McLaren Honda. Exactly, blame McLaren Honda for that one. And if you guys if I don't say your name, the mods will be posting it in the chat with the hashtag welcome and the subscriber, so I can see it in the comments and I can say it in there as well. So if there are any, then I will post it in the chat. Well, I'll say it on stream when we're on a straight, of course. So we don't want to talk whilst we're in a corner. I'm trying to turn into a corner, so I'm trying to glance to the left-hand side to see if anyone's putting that in. So we turn it on there. So we are getting close to that magical 15,000 subscribers, which I wouldn't think we would be, considering this is a community stream channel now. I just love streaming. It gets you guys involved with stuff. And positive news, we're not far off Verstappen's pace, so that's not bad considering we're on super soft tyres and he's on a set of the Ultras. So I think Verstappen's getting to that territory now where his tyres are getting a little bit old for him now, and he may be pitting early than me and Ricciardo. So we've got a nice gap to Danny Rick right now of 1.3 seconds. So it's not too bad at the minute. Obviously, Ricciardo's another driver, as I mentioned, who is taking your votes right now, as there is Raikkonen in P4 and Vettel's in P5. So it's not too bad at the minute. But it's getting very, very close here, I've got to say. Just trying to make it through there. Get on the power a little bit earlier. We'll check the tyres. 21%, not too shabby. We're going to try and go to lap 20 if we can on these tyres. I only do shout-outs if you subscribe to the channel. And no plugging of your own channels, guys, without permission, please. That's another thing as well. If you don't have permission, then the mods will probably just delete your comment anyway, so. Oh, ran a little bit wide there. From the slightly dirty air from Verstappen's rear end there, as his dirty air tactics is helping his teammate close the gap to me. But I think Verstappen may be pitting maybe in the next few laps. We'll wait and see what he does in this race. But at the minute, we're very happy in P2 at the minute. Obviously, the issue we had with my camera falling off cost me the lead of the race, but I'm not bothered about that. We're only 1.1 seconds behind Verstappen, so we've done pretty well to match him in the sector, which is pretty good for the ultra soft runners at this point. So, not too bad, I've got to say, but taking it nice and easy to kick this off. I want to take it nice and smooth to start this race off here. We've got 55 laps as well. It's a long race, this one, as we're going to go a little bit too deep into the corner, so we're going to try and correct it. And we've got a good run here on Max Verstappen. Up to Rich Mix we go. We're going to close that gap down. We know how quick we are in a straight line. And maybe we could try and get this pass done on Verstappen. Look at the speed difference we've got. Down the inside we go on Max. And we take back the lead of the Grand Prix. And a little bit of a cheeky lock-up, but we get the job done. We're going to stay in Rich for the exit of this corner just to help us. And we have not got DRS. So Verstappen's going to come back at us a little bit. But our straight line speed's going to help us here. The Williams, we know in real life, is a very quick car in a straight line, and we got the job done. And we hold on to the lead of the Grand Prix for this. So we're back to P1, lads and girls. So let's get some hype in the chat there, guys, for P1. So let's get some P1 hype in the chat right now. Spam away right now with P1. right now. So we're back to the lead of this race, a crucial one as well, especially for Verstappen's tyres going off right now. He may be coming into the pits this lap, or maybe the next lap, realistically. So we shall see what he does here, and maybe some team orders here, maybe at Red Bull, with both Red Bulls right next to each other. You can see there. And is Verstappen pitting? He is indeed going into the pits there. So Max lets his teammate go through and moves up then to second place to Daniel Ricciardo. And now it's the chase on now between me and Ricciardo for the lead of the Grand Prix. Danny Rick, we know, has been pretty quick in the last few races you guys may have seen in qualifying side of things. But in the race, it's a mixed bag really. He has been good in some, but he's been terrible in some others as well. So we have to wait and see what Ricciardo's pace is like today around Abu Dhabi. So we'll wait and see. But if you guys have just joined as well, at the end of the race, I will exclusively reveal to you guys who we're driving as in Series 2 and the final series on F1 2016 of the Make Driver World Championship. We will see. And we may be even throwing a little bit of extras as well, guys, in the future as well. Possibly. Of Constructors' Championship as well, down the line. May do a Let's Make Renault Constructors Champion Series, maybe, just as an example. Or make McLaren Constructors Championships again. But here comes Danny Rick then. We have to defend now from him. He's going down the inside. Very late move there from Daniel. But he's going to take the lead of the Grand Prix easily. And we go a bit wide there to try and get on there. But Ricciardo just came out of nowhere. Obviously, it didn't help that we're in lean mix, unfortunately. So I should have really gone to standard at least to try and hold him off there. We're going to just bump the brake bias down a tiny bit there on the diff to 72%, just to help us a little bit there. But Ricciardo is gone, and on his merry ways is Ricciardo. But it's just a bit of a sloppy lap, this one. That little bit has cost us there. That little lean stint has cost us massively there, and lost the lead of the Grand Prix for the time being. But we're going to go back up to Rich and try and close down Ricciardo as much as possible now, and try and keep up with him in that Red Bull, which we know is very quick. But next season we're going to add a tonk load of mods onto this, guys, into this series. We're going to make the cars quicker. We're going to make more AI cars have issues in the race, and even me have more issues as well, which is going to make things even more interesting. We're going to add a load of mods to Series 2, guys, which is going to launch on Monday. So I'm going to make this one of the most modded series I've ever done on the channel, guys. So I'm absolutely excited to show you guys the mods I'm going to be installing on this game for the second series, guys, on the channel. But we're still in touching distance of Ricciardo, and maybe the little slipstream is going to help us a tiny bit here, possibly. So we'll have to see. You go through the chicane, get on the power straight away. If you want to promote your stuff, guys, by the way, we do have a Discord and we have a page where you can actually donate for? Where you can promote your stuff on the channel. So if you want to promote a video, then make sure you join us on Discord. It's the only way, unless you get permission from me, to post any content on the channel, guys, that you produce. So the mods will post it in the chat through the whole stream. And if you want to ask one of the moderators how to promote your stuff on the channel, then make sure you ask them, guys, because they can send you to the Discord. You sign up, and then you just put your details about yourself, like who you are and all that, in the introduce yourself thread. And then there's an F1 video promotional thing, or promotional video section, where you guys can just post a link to your recent video, and the whole community come out and watch that, guys. So make Alonso win the championship with the GP2 engine. I think that'll be a bit audacious there, a bit ambitious to try and win that one there, guys, as the back end slides out there on the curb, which is not what we need. So we may mix this strategy up a little bit here, and maybe go on some ultra softs, maybe just go for it, as Verstappen gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, as our teammate now lines up in P3 for us. So we've got a double Williams podium as it stands right now, which is pretty good for us to help us in the Constructors' Championship, of course. But remember as well, we can do a series on a driver that doesn't exist in the game. So it could be like Robert Kubica as an example, or Giancarlo Fisichella, Truly, to just name a few, of course, that we could possibly drive in the near future, guys. Or even a female driver like Susie Wolf, maybe, or Carmen Jorda for the Bants. So you never know. We've got plenty of drivers we could go for. So I'm not going to say a lot, but I've got some plans for Series 1 on F1 2017 for who I'm going to be driving as, so we shall see. But I can confirm that we're going to be running the normal career mode and the Let's Make Driver World Champion Series at the same time. But obviously the career mode, guys, is going to be different because you get all the stuff as well. So you never know who we're going to drive as, but I've got a team in mind that I would like to drive as. Excuse me. So I'm not going to say who it is, but I think I'm pretty much confirming in my mindset who I want to drive as in normal career mode, and then in the Let's Make Driver World Championship driver. I've not decided on who it's going to be yet. I've got a few drivers in mind that I would like to do, some who are already in the game, and there's some that aren't in the game. So I've got a lot of thinking to do over the next few weeks, guys, before F1 2017 comes about, before we make the decision. So we'll have to wait and see what you guys are going to see regarding next season. So we're already on to lap 11 then of this Grand Prix as Raikkonen gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So fair play to Kimi. Also in that championship fight as well, of course. But as it stands, we will win the championship hands down as well. So just thought I'd just put that in the chat. Disclaimer, we will win the championship right now. So we could be winning our 4th championship on F1 2016 out of 5 career modes we've done. This could be our 4th championship out of 5, which would be absolutely fantastic to achieve. It'll be the most amount of championships I've won in an F1 game as well, so beats the record of F1 2014 by some margin. I think we picked up 2 championships there, which was the starting point for our career mode live streams on the channel, guys, before a little bit of a blimp on 2015 with the horrible issues with the wheel now, lads. So with my old wheel, with the pedals, a little bit of oversteer there, but we seem pretty fine. As we're closing in on Ricciardo now, tiny bit, but that's what we need to do. Just close him in a little bit, be a little bit cautious on exits, like as you saw a few laps ago where we lost it nearly and went into the wall after turn 1. We've got to take it nice and easy now. So I'm not bothered about Ricciardo's pace at the minute, so may even switch up a little bit, so you never know what we've got in store later in this Grand Prix. But at the minute, we will be crowned champions of this series, guys, for Series 1 as it stands at the end. If the race finished now, we'll win the championship because we're ahead of all 3 championship contenders right now in this race. We don't know where Raikkonen and Vettel are on the map. We do not know where they are, but they are behind Stroll. So if Stroll could do me a massive favour and hold them up, that would be fantastic and help me, as Vettel just sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix at 44.9. So he's somewhere at turn 1 by now, so we've got plenty of time right now. So Singh, you may as well have to reset your stream, mate. Restart your, refresh your stream, maybe. Because everything on my end is completely fine for streaming tonight, so should be no issues. So we're doing pretty well at the minute. We're just saving a little bit of fuel now. So Max Verstappen is on another set of ultra soft tyres. So Max Verstappen going very aggressive tonight on those tyres. So we may do the same as well. We may go aggressive maybe on those tyres. But we'll wait and see how the softs go. So we may go on to a set of the ultras next and maybe do a set of do ultras and then do soft tyres to the end of the race potentially, if we can get them as long as we can. If we can do 20 laps on a set of these tyres, then that would be even very impressive. Get to maybe do 12 laps on the tyres, maybe. We can do 10 laps on the ultra softs, that would be great. Oh, ran a little bit too deep into 1. Max Verstappen sets another fastest lap then. He is on the charge now. And he's going to be pitting relatively soon, actually, is Max, for another pit stop. So it'll be a second stop. He may be going on to a set of the super softs maybe, or even the ultras. But at the minute, happy where I am at the minute. All we've got to do is finish ahead of Bottas, Vettel and Raikkonen before we get crowned champion, of course, in this series, guys. So that's the main priority for us. As I've accidentally just paused my stream there, but accidentally, so I do apologise. Pushed the wrong button, guys, on the stream, so massive apologies. Right there. Just pushed the I just accidentally pushed a button on my wheel right there, so massive apologies there. So, so far, gotta say, happy with the pace. A little bit unfortunate with the issues with the webcam, but maybe the conditions aren't really working for me right now with these super soft tyres. So we may maybe go aggressive here, potentially, and try and jump Daniel Ricciardo in the pit stop phases if we come in early. Right now, maybe commit ourselves to a free stop strategy, maybe. I'm giving it everything I've got, lads. I'm giving it everything I've got. I'm pushing this car to its limits right now. I would like to win this. Is Ricciardo pitting there? I don't know if he's pitting or not, but if he is, then that's way too early. Oh, no, he's not staying now. Fair play to him. 47% on the rears, so we may have to debate pitting early in this race. As Stroll comes in the pits then, so he's the first man to blink then on the super soft tyres, so we made 14 laps on them, so fair play. The question is, what tyres is Max Verstappen going to go on next, is the question. He's on a fresh set of Ultras, of course, so... And what is Ricciardo going to go on as well? That's the next thing. That's another thing as well we've got to think about. Is what we're going to do about strategy. What would you guys do in this situation right now? If your audio's not working, then just refresh your stream. Should work. Camera settings I will show in another stream, guys. Oh, went a little bit too deep there, but the tyres are a little bit off now, so we may switch the strategy up a little bit and maybe go into a fresh set of Ultra Softs. We've got 2 fresh sets, remember, in this Grand Prix, and with these cooler conditions that's happening right now, that could help us in our favour a little bit. As you saw in qualifying, we were a bit slow at the starts in Q1, of course, with the sun setting, but in these cooler conditions, as the sun has now disappeared, that's going to help us in terms of our... So we're going to box this lap, actually, unless Ricciardo pits, and he's not pitting, so we're going to try and jump him here in the pit stop winners by going a little bit earlier than usual on strategy. So we're going to box now. Try and do a big undercut on Ricciardo there, but I think it was the best option for us and the conservative one as well. So we're going to come into the pit. No need to worry about punches and all that. So we're going to come into the pit, put a fresh set of Ultra Softs on, and Raikkonen is also on a set of Ultra Softs as well. So we've just got to follow, really, the strategies of the Ferraris and Bottas as well in this one, as Raikkonen is nowhere to be seen, actually, so that's ideal for us. And I think Raikkonen's just coming out of the pits there. And I think we're just going to be just ahead of him. And we are indeed ahead of Kimi Raikkonen, just about there. So, whew, that was close. So we're ahead of our championship rival. And Vettel is somewhere behind him as well. But, now we're going to be under pressure from Raikkonen now down the straight. So, got to keep an eye on there. Just checking the stream settings are okay. They are looking good. So let's see if we can close the gap to Ricciardo. And the gap was about 3.5 seconds once we came into the box. So we've got a lot of work to do now to try and close that gap down. We're going to use Rich Mix here. I know we're going to be a little bit struggling now at this point for fuel, but we've got plenty of time. We've still got 41 laps to go in this race, so we've got plenty of time, guys. Plenty of time to close in on these guys, especially Ricciardo here. So Raikkonen's been on 2 sets of Ultras. We are on our first set. So really, we're going to follow, really, the pace of the strategies of these guys around us here. So Ricciardo still leads. We don't know if he's in the pits or not, of course, so... If he isn't, then that's good for us, as we run a little bit wide there. And he is indeed in the pit, so Ricciardo reacts to us there. And is he going to be ahead of us is the question. And is he on another set of ultras? And I think he's just come out the pits actually, so where is Daniel Ricciardo? There he is, so we've actually gained time on him. And he's on to another set of super soft, so he's going for that two-stop strategy. So fair play to Ricciardo if he pulls that one out today. So he's going for the two-stop tonight. And this is now the opportunity for us to try and get past him here in this race. We're going to try and take these as long as possible and then jump onto a set of the soft tyre to the end of the race. It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try my best there. So we're still in a net second place once Verstappen pits again, but he's gone quite far on those ultra softs. He's done 10 laps on them nearly. So fair play to him as we take a little bit of a chunk there off the corner, but just kept at least 2 wheels on there. If we didn't, then we would have got a warning, of course, which the game obviously implies, but this is the time to attack now on Ricciardo. The gap is 1.5, so we gained 2 seconds on Ricciardo in that pit stop phase, so not too bad actually to take 2 seconds out of Danny Rick right there, so not too shabby, I've got to say, not too shabby. So this is the time. These 10 laps are crucial now. Firstly, to get past Ricciardo, build a gap as well, because remember, he's going to be coming back at us later in the race if he's doing the two-stop strategy. Well, we're going to be hunting him down, actually, on the last part of the race. We get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix then, with a 43.6, so that's a pretty good time there from us. We're a little bit wide, though, at turn 1, as Vettel is now overtaking his teammate, so I think Raikkonen's coming to the pits. So that just gives me the sign that Verstappen's going to pit maybe next lap, as the gap is now down to 1.4 seconds. We're really going aggressive over the curbs there as we close in on Ricciardo, who I personally like as a driver, so I really like. Just trying to play it cool right now. There we go. A lot of curve there. Holy mother, that was quite fun to do. So we're coming up to 250 subscribers away from 15k. Is absolutely mind-boggling. So props to everyone coming out tonight for this finale 100% race tonight. Obviously we've got Le Mans on today as well, so I can kind of understand why some people would like to watch that, or they're having tea right now. So fair play to all of you that are still here watching this, so thanks to you guys for your support. I think Ricciardo may be pushed here to a free stop as well, because it said the game to come in around about lap 18 to 21, so we've gone a little bit shorter here. So I think me and Ricciardo are being forced into the free stop strategy as Verstappen comes into the pits and we move back to second place in the race. And I think Vettel's going to come out in P3, I think, unless he is in the pits. And I think he is actually, because Verstappen now is onto a set of the super soft tyre for his second stop, which is interesting. So go a little bit over the curbs there, so hashtag not ideal there. Whew. No caps, guys, no caps, come on. Yeah, it's fine, if you've got to have tea, I understand. This is the only time I could really stream tonight, because I've just been too busy today prepping this stream for you guys, so but as it stands right now, we will be winning the championship, guys, at the end of this race. If it stays as it is, we will win the championship. And I think if it stays as it is, I think Vettel and Raikkonen may possibly jump Bottas in the standings as well. We don't know where he is on the track, so we'll have to wait and see at the end of the race, of course. It's a little bit of a cheeky lock up there. Not ideal. So the plan is to use Rich Mix, get to the back of Ricciardo, and then stick it in lean and just ride with him, really. So I wonder what Max Verstappen's going to go on next is the question. Is he going to go on to a set of the soft tyres, maybe, to the end of the race? That's what I would be doing if I was in his boots. Oh, we ran a little bit too deep, though, through that sector. We go purple in the first sector, though. So we're matching Ricciardo in the first sector. So we're closing in on Ricciardo again. Yep, I think it's the tyres now. I think they're starting to go off a little bit now. 21%. So we're just trying to reel in Ricciardo at the minute. Thank you very much, Danny. Hopefully you are enjoying the race, as you are saying. We're bringing the gap down now. It's 1.8 seconds then to Ricciardo as we go purple in the middle sector. So we are really going for it now. We've managed the tyres very well, actually. They're still only 20%, so that's pretty good as we come up to lap 6 on these tyres. Is it lap 6 or somewhere around 6 laps we've done on these tyres already? So that's not bad, actually. Let's get them as they are. We're going to try and go as long as possible on these tyres before we can switch up again onto the super soft tyre, which is apparently the best race tyre to be on. So as we do get the fastest... Oh no, we don't actually get the fastest lap. We're just a 10th off our best lap, actually, which we have got the fastest lap of the race so far, so it's not too bad as we're going to close in very slowly on Ricciardo, with the gap now being 1.6 seconds. So we're coming back on Ricciardo as we do again the weird line. So the gap is 1.9 again, so we're losing time in the first sector to the AI, so it's not what we needed, of course, but we're loving the chase. Is it a chase, really? Yes, we have had one stop already, Sven. We've already pitted. About 6 laps ago, we pitted on lap 14, I believe it was. Unless anyone in the chat wants to disagree with me and say the actual time, the actual lap we came in. If it was either 14 or 15 we came in to the pits. The gap's down to 1.7 again. Starting to get a little bit of a rhythm now in this last sector. Feel very comfortable, not fussed. If you see the fuel thing in the bottom right hand yellow, do not worry, guys, I do know. And once we get close to him, we're going to go back to lean mix, especially in this last sector, which we have been pretty quick over the AI in, so I will be saving fuel once we get ever closer to him, but I do know. Come to half distance nearly already, that's ridiculous. Dutch Gamers, welcome, mate, to the channel. Much appreciated, welcome. Oh, that was close. That was very close to being game over. And put a swing in the tail, in the pendulum swings. Is the Super Soft the mandatory tyre, guys, by the way? Just a heads up. Is the Super Soft tyre the mandatory one? If it is, we're not even going to use the soft tyres at all, so just let me know in the comments, guys, right now. I'm pretty sure the Super Soft tyre is the mandatory tyre. If it is, then we're going to absolutely pull this strategy off in the bag. Running another set of the Super Soft tyres, then Ultra Softs again. My plan is to go on to another set of Ultras and then Super Soft tyres is my call for the free-stop strategy. Jody and Palmer is the first man to retire from the Grand Prix. It's a real shame there for any Palmer fans. I know one person will be very devastated with that. Cough, cough, Nick. Ooh, very bad lock up there from us. Flat spot in the tyres. So I'm pretty sure the super soft tyre is the mandatory tyre. As I think we're going to see Palmer's car coming up very shortly. Where is he? There he is. Palmer's car is parked on the left hand side of the wall. Thank you very much for the face cam comments. Do appreciate it. I am still having a work in progress with it though, to be fair. Starting to lose a little bit of grip now. Super softs are mandatory. Okay, that's going to work out nicely for us then. I think Ricciardo's going for the 2 stop. We're going for 3 stops. So we won't have to use the so bad soft tyres around here, which are terrible around here. Nick isn't here. Oh well. If Nick's not here, then oh well. Okay, thanks Stephen, and thank you also I can't remember who said the comment because it disappeared there, so Jordan I think it was as well. It's just mentioned super soft and mandatory. So we've already used the mandatory tyre, so you know what? Screw it, we're going on to some ultra softs again in a minute. Oh, look at that! Look at that! 0.88 under laps there. So that's going to be a lot of fuel saving for us coming up. But my priority is to stay on the same strategy as like the likes of Max Verstappen, Vettel, to name a few. Tyres are on 39%, so it's not too bad actually. Just being a little bit aggressive on the throttle there, but gap's starting to build up again. Lost a chunk of time though on that lap. But Ricciardo isn't really who we're fighting for in this race, so gonna come out of the hairpin then once again. Absolutely amazing to see nearly like 354 people are watching. This is insane. So thanks guys for your all loving support on the series. It's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible guys. You've been absolutely amazing guys over this series. I'm looking forward to doing the second series for you guys, so looking forward to it. Should be exciting. Crucial time now coming up. Once we make this next pit stop, it's going to be very crucial that we try and get to the end on the super soft tyres. The cooler conditions are going to help us here because less track temperature and not a lot of wear on these tyres, so we'll see how that pans out. Going a little too deep into one. Not particularly favourite corner of mine. %45 now on the tyres on 3 of the 4 tyre compounds, and it's actually jumped to 47, so that's not good. This is where we need the safety car, of course, but the channel's actually blown up massively over this series, which has been absolutely incredible. So, put it this way, we gained nearly 2,000 subscribers in a month. Put it that way. Of this series, part of the reason why we blew up was this series, and so we gained nearly 2,000 subscribers in the space of a month. Just shows you guys have been absolutely amazing on the channel, so been loyal supporters. And all I can say, guys, is thank you from the bottom of my heart. You've been awesome. I wonder. Right now. Ricciardo's just going through turn 1. Got a nice gap behind of 8 seconds to Verstappen. It's all going lovely jubbly here. A little bit of a lock up there. Tyres are starting to go off again. So we've made box this lap. So we've done nearly 11 laps on these. So not too bad. So not too bad on 11 laps on these tyres. So this can be done. This strategy. So we're going to go for the free stop here. We've just got to hold on really to this gap to Verstappen unless we have some issues, but we hopefully won't get any issues. Back end slides again, but 11 laps isn't too bad, and then we'll go onto the soft tyre. Maybe even the super softs and try and go to the end of the race on them. We're going to box this lap then for our second pit stop. And go on to another set of ultra softs. In the pits we go then. The Williams boys are set for us. And it's a good stop once again, a 2.3. Not too shabby. Not too shabby there, boys. So we are in once again for our second stop of the night. And we're going to come out in P3, just ahead of our teammate, actually, of Lance Stroll. So there he is, our teammate. Right there, so we're going to pull away from Stroll, and there is Sebastian Vettel in P5. So nowhere to be seen, or it could be Raikkonen actually, nowhere to be seen of our other championship contender in this race, Bottas. So Bottas must be having a nightmare race here, under the lights here in Abu Dhabi. Nice and easy through the chicane sections now. Just got to keep an eye on Stroll here. Stroll obviously is our teammate who won in, you guys didn't know, won in Bahrain earlier this series. So both Williams drivers have picked up wins this season, which is great. Of course, just kept it 2 wheels in the track there, but I think I should have really got a warning there from the game. So a bit disappointed from Cody's on that front. Just trying to make Ricciardo react to us. Apparently he's not going to pit for another couple of laps here, so this could help us here if we close the gap down on him. Try and get a fastest lap of the race as well. That would help our cause a little bit. there is our teammate there. We're putting away from him, of course, so doing a fantastic job today. But do remember, guys, if you want to find out who I'm driving as in Series 2, I'm announcing that driver at the end of the race. So don't go away once the race is finished, because you're going to find out who we're driving as. If you don't, then you just got to wait till Monday to find out. As Raikkonen's just got past our teammate Stroll. So, as they're actually still fighting, so that's good for me to pull away right now. Springing a little bit earlier is helping us here. Close the gap to Ricciardo, who is going to be on the slower tyre, remember. If he's coming into the pits, of course, onto a set of soft tyres, is what I'm looking for Ricciardo. We're setting some good pace again. Just go up to Rich for a tiny bit here. Through that part of the lap. So let's see if this is going to work then. This strategy of just going for it on the free stop is going to work, or it's not going to work. We'll wait and see. Got a league race in half an hour. That's a shame. You're going to miss out on a good race here. What a shame. Back to standard we go. And we've gone purple in the middle sector, so let's go up to Rich Mix again. Push, push, push. I think Ricciardo's about 22 seconds up the road. And luckily for us, he's not pitted yet, so this is good for us to close the gap down. As we get a new fastest lap of the Grand Prix then for us. So we're absolutely pushing this car now. Trying to push. There is Verstappen. Gap's just shy of 8 seconds now. And a little bit wide there. It's not ideal. I'm not an idiot, so I know what I'm doing. So leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. I've got flipping like halfway yet to go, so I don't know why you're moaning about fuel. That I'm a moron because I'm not saving fuel. We've got plenty of time. Chill. Chill. Yo. JD here, Zero Limitless, and as you can see here, we're on lap 29 of this Grand Prix in Abu Dhabi, driving as Felipe Massa, and I'm driving a wheel. Probably the worst Zero Limitless impression ever, so don't slate me in the comments, guys. For my worst impression of Zero Limitless. Ah, we run wide. Ah. Stop doing that, Ryan. You're making these mistakes. Stop doing that. As the darkness now descends now over the Yas Marina circuit, right now. So Stroll doing a fantastic job holding up Raikkonen for me, which is great news. And you can see the gap's already 11 seconds already. Once we made the pit stop, of course, Stroll was right behind us. And we're actually doing well on fuel. We're actually bringing it down right now, so... Nope. I'm not pausing the video anymore, so... We've already done too many pauses because of technical issues, so you just got to wait and see how we get on at the end of the race spread, so... Well, Ben, put it this way, we're already on course for the championship anyway. Bottas is nowhere to be seen. Raikkonen's got to finish in 3rd place or higher, and Vettel's got to finish 3rd or higher. So, at this point, we'll win the championship regardless. So, calm yourselves in the chat. We are fine. We're doing fine. Track max off, so it makes it unpredictable for where we know where our drivers are. So I've turned it off just for a little bit of a challenge, really. So it's like, cause the drivers don't have a map in their heads, do they, or like a little tracking device on their steering wheel. So we're making it realistic as possible. So there's no track map on in these races. Nah, I'm not battling for Verstappen. Verstappen's got to pit. He's going to be pitting shortly, though, for another stop. Unless Red Bull put off a brilliant strategy, then you never know. Well, I was close to the wall there. Yeah, they do have a track map, but they don't have moving cars all over the place with the dots. So yes, there is a track map in the cars, but not like the ones we have in F1 2016 where they actually move the dots. So yes, I know they do, but not motion ones where you can see where everyone is on the track. That's what I was trying to say. The question is, how are Red Bull going to pull this off then, with Verstappen still out there on super softs and Ricciardo also on super softs? That's going to be interesting who pits first in the battle between them two. And they've not pitted, which is quite a surprise actually, so that's a surprise actually. As Stroll's in the pit, so that's a definite sign. But we're bringing the fuel down. From what, plus 88 laps on standard mix is not too bad on there, as that releases Raikkonen now, who's a pit stop behind us now, which is good news for us. And he's still got to make a pit stop. Getting a McDonald's. That's my reward. I'm going to get a massive meal from McDonald's at the end of this, so... Go get my girlfriend from work, and then tomorrow early start because I've got a charity colour run I'm doing, so for charity tomorrow. So I'm gonna not vlog it, but I'm gonna post some pictures up on Snapchat and also on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on those, the details will be in the description below. If you want to add me on Snapchat and Instagram. And they keep up to date with my personal life, if you want to, of course. It's up to you. If you want to follow me on those social forms of social media, then fair play. So no sign of the Red Bulls pitting, actually, which is quite bizarre, actually. Ricciardo's gone quite far on those super soft tyres, so fair play to Ricciardo. You can get to the end on those tyres. get a Burger King. There's no Burger King around us, actually. The closest one's in town, and I don't really want to go to town when my girlfriend's work is like 5 minutes away, and town's 15 minutes away. Not worth it, if I'm honest with you. So, doing not too badly right now. We're getting up to nearly 200 subscribers away. So, you guys have been absolutely awesome tonight. So, if someone can give me an update in terms of the like count, that'll be absolutely fantastic. Someone asked about cockpit cam. I did do this for a round. I think it was in career mode, and a lot of people hated it. So, that's why I'm not bringing it back. So, I bet you run faster than McLaren Honda. Well, it's actually very hard to do, so as the two Ferraris are scrapping away for P4, which is actually interesting. No, she doesn't work in there. She works in Asda, where I used to work. She's basically got my role, basically. Because I did leave there because I got a new job. Let's try and hit 300 likes, guys, on the video. That'll be absolutely awesome. 350 likes is the big target of the stream. So if we can hit that, guys, then that'll be amazing if we could hit that. Ricciardo's pitted. Ricciardo has pitted. He's onto the soft tyre. So Danny Rick is going to go to the end of the Grand Prix on those. So, you know, he's committed to that. But it gives me a good sign of hope that we could pit next lap and go to the super soft tyres to the end of the race. So that's quite encouraging for me. That I can go on a quicker tyre and close the gap down to Ricciardo with 20 laps to go. But it's going to be very tricky to beat him here, as our fuel, as you can see, is almost leveled again. So what can I say? We've done pretty well, really, to manage the fuel. Done very well. Yep, fair point, Josh, Josiah. Anyone puts mention about my girlfriend, they are going to get their comment deleted. So Josiah's done the right thing there by posting that. So do you think McLaren will change? Yes, they will. I think they've already decided it, but they haven't really announced it yet. If you watch Sky Sports F1's F1 report, Mike Gascoigne goes into more detail about it. I can't do a two-stop because I've already done a two-stop. As Verstappen is on to a set of soft tyres, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting for Verstappen. So we're going to pit next lap. Oh, that was a poor line there, Ryan. Poor line. We're going to pit at the end of the lap and go onto a set of super soft tyres to take us to the end of the Grand Prix on. We saw that Ricciardo can do 21 laps on them, so I'm pretty sure we can. Nah, Sauber won't become a good team with a McLaren, with a Honda engine. I'm afraid so. McLaren will switch to Mercedes engines indeed. But as it stands, as I will say again, we will be crowned champions, guys, at this point if the race stopped. With us in first and well, second actually in the race. We will be crowned champions by quite some margin as well. So as long as we don't bottle it or have a puncture or we crash out, we will be crowned champions of this first series of the Let's Make Driver World Championship. On Ultimate AI as well, we've done very well. So make sure we're onto the super soft tyres. We are. So into the pits we go. For our last ever stop then in the Williams team. Let's see if the boys can do me a very nice parting gift with a 1 second pit stop. It's very close. 2.2, fair play to them boys. Done a great pit stops over the season. Fair play to you guys. You've done me proud. Let's try and hunt down Verstappen now. Let's try and get second place. I don't think we'll win this one, but let's try and go for second place now with 20 laps to go. And that's it. That's our last ever stop in a Williams on F1 2016. So now the quest begins. We're 13 seconds behind Verstappen. Got a lot of work to do now, but we are on the quicker tyre. And my priority is closing in on him as well. Don't count out Max to win this race as well. So I actually am watching Le Mans as we speak as well. I've got my iPad right in front of me, on my just before the TV screen, and I'm watching the race actually on there. So yes, to answer that question, yes, I am watching it. Mick Schumacher to be champion. That'll be interesting actually. That'll be actually interesting to see if he does actually become champion. We shall see in the near future if he is. As long as we can manage these tyres like Ricciardo did, we'll be comfortable in P3 at the minute. But Stroll, another man to keep an eye on actually, because he's in P4. And this could help us in the Constructors' Championship a little bit. We will have to wait and see. But the battle for the Constructors' Championship is going to be interesting with Ferrari and Mercedes. We'll have to wait and see who's going to be crowned the Constructors' Champions for the series. At one point we were leading the Constructors actually, which was quite funny actually. Before we dropped off the pace a little bit in the mid-races. So we are gaining in the first sector, which is good news for us. Purple in the first sector. Alonso goes to Sauber. Well, that's a first, if that ever happens. So let's fix my webcam there, because it went a bit funny. There we go. Whew. Coming up then to, what, 19 laps to go of the series, guys. 19 more laps of driving as Felipe Massa in this series. It's been an absolute privilege to drive this car and to potentially pick up a championship with Felipe Massa. Full on deserving actually. He does deserve a championship. I'm so happy I can give him that opportunity right now. But I will say, we are closing in on Max Verstappen very slowly. The gap has been dropping ever so slightly, so don't count them out yet. Don't count us out just yet in this race. So we could still get second place here, but we'll have to wait and see. Ferrari will get Sainz. I believe he will. I think Sainz may go to Ferrari next season if Raikkonen retires at the end of the season. Obviously, Hulkenberg was a massive rumour over the last few years, but that's not going to transpire, of course. So we go purple yet again in the first sector. Verstappen, yes. A lot of you are happy for him. Is Ocon's talent near Verstappen's? I would probably say so. Ocon's a very talented young French driver, I've got to say. He was very impressive in Canada. Just think he was in a Mercedes. Just imagine that, he was in a Mercedes car. I'm not pausing the video anymore, or cockpit cam, so... And if I'm honest, you've got to practice in cockpit cam, because it's a completely different angle you're going to see. And you just got to practice hitting the apexes. We could fear cutting the corners a bit more and getting a penalty, so I'm not taking the risk with cockpit cam, unfortunately. So the gap's down now to 10.9 seconds. And happy days, we've now saved fuel and we're comfortable now. So hype in the chat, guys, we've done the fuel saving already with what, 17 laps to go. So we've done it, lads. We've absolutely smashed it on fuel. I am going to be making the 2018 driver predictions, guys, in the summer in August, which is traditional for me to post a 2018 driver lineup. So I've got some some names in the hat already. So that'll be quite interesting to see who as we've gone purple yet again, and we also got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well. If you didn't, have you thought about what your first series in F1 20? Well, I've already planned it out, mate. I've already planned it out. I've already planned it. Career mode will be the main thing on the channel, and also the Let's Make Driver World Champion Series will go alongside. And the first season, I've already decided on who I'm going to drive as, and it's going to be a driver in the game. So I'm going to stay with that driver until we get a championship as well. So it could be a long one. And also, the return of the top 5 overtakes will be back on F1 2017, hoping that the game is good online for you guys to send submissions in. So hopefully that'll be good. And apparently we've hit 300 likes. Let's go to 350 likes now, guys, in our challenge. So I can officially say we have hit every like target in every episode of this series, guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. You get a salute from me right there for your support, guys. You've just been amazing. Supporting the channel like this has just been absolutely mind-boggling. So thank you, guys, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So if I'm honest, I'm bringing the car home now. If we don't have any issues, any technical issues, we will be crowned champions. So I think the Red Bulls are just a little bit better on pace than us today, unfortunately. So a lot to think about going into the next season. So let's wait and see how we pan out with them, of course. So, and also you will see as well at the end of the race, if you stay, I'm going to reveal the driver for Series 2. So make sure you stay to the end of the stream, guys. If you leave, then unfortunately you have to wait till Monday until we announce the driver, which I'm actually going to leave as a thumbnail. Actually no, oh, forget it. You guys will know who it is anyway. So, but Force India are actually pretty good, I've got to say. They are very reliable. As Cactus Jack, thank you very much for subscribing, mate. Welcome to the Ryan L83 community. Hope your stay is a good one. But for streaming, guys, as of tomorrow, it's the Apex Online Racing PC Split 1 Championship at Silverstone tomorrow night. So that's going to be very exciting for you guys. Same time, same place, 8 o'clock UK time for the broadcast. So I'm looking forward to that one. And should be quite exciting as well. So, and then on Monday onwards will be an official schedule, which I'm going to leave in the description of every video from now on, from Monday onwards. So if you want to find out when an episode's coming out, then make sure you check it in the description, guys, as of Monday's video onwards. And the first video on Monday will be, of course, the first race of Series 2 of the Let's Make a Driver World Champion Series. And it's going to be the last big series on the channel, if you guys didn't know already, before we head over to F1 2017 in the end of August. And I can also say as well, guys, as of the end of this month, so in a couple of weeks' time, I will be doing an open lobby community race, guys. 50%, we're going to do it every single month from now on. One race a month. I will race with you guys on PC in a community race. So if you want to take part in that, guys, A video will be published next week regarding sign-ups, and it's a first come first serve as well, guys, and it's going to be with a form as well. So if you want to sign up, it is first come first serve, and if you want to get into these lobbies, and then we can work out who's going to be good for hosting stuff, and you know, who's a good host and all that, so we can make this good. I will stream the race as well, so we'll have to wait and see. Right there, so we're coming up then to 15 laps, well actually 14 laps at the line. And I have to say, we are actually catching up very quickly here. Gap's down at 8.1 seconds to Verstappen. Do we have faith that we could potentially get past Max Verstappen here? Or is Ricciardo struggling for pace? I'm not sure what's going on right now, so... we shall see, as we've got a back marker coming up. I've got to say, the super softs are actually working beautifully right now in these conditions. Let's have a look at the tyre wear actually. Look at that. See, I told you, cooler tyres helps. Stroll to Ferrari, I doubt that, actually, so I don't think Stroll's going to go to Ferrari anytime soon. Ooh, use some rich mix. Yeah, we'll use some rich mix. Let's burn some fuel, guys. We've done a lot of fuel saving, so let's burn some up. We may as well. Tyre wear's looking pretty good as well, so we may as well go for it. Got blue flags coming up as well for the Sauber coming up. That's for Pascal Wehrlein of all people as well. Gap's 6.2 actually, so this is going to be interesting actually. Is Verstappen actually catching up to Ricciardo, I wonder? Has Ricciardo got some issues with his car? I wonder. As Wehrlein's going to let us through. Thank you very much, sir. Or is that the 6 seconds for Daniel Ricciardo, I wonder? I don't know. Or is that legit? Oh, look at that. 2 tenths up in the first sector. We are absolutely going for it now, aren't we, guys? Let's burn fuel up. Let's go for it. Get out of the way. Way too much hate on Lance Stroll. Oh, you guys. I love you guys so much in the chat. I know. Oh, you guys have been awesome. Coming to nearly 10 laps to go in the series, guys. Traffic's going to be, I think could be traffic here. That could be helping me here catch up. Maybe it's the traffic that's helping me close up a little bit. Ricciardo's just crossed the line, I think. It's only 13 seconds away now from the leader. We're getting quite a lot of time here as we get another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So really these tyres are now coming to life now in these cooler conditions. So we've got markers. We couldn't even get DRS here, you know. We could get some cheeky DRS. Oh, I wish Ericsson get out of the way. Get out of the way, mate. We're on a charge here. Try and get some slipstream here from Nico Hulkenberg in the Renault. Oh, we're getting close here to be crowned world champion here. Driving as Felipe Massa. It's going to be a great moment here. And we've actually got DRS as well on Hulkenberg, which will help us close the gap down even more and help us with our top speed a little bit. So hopefully Hulkenberg can get out of the way for us very quickly here. As he's going to let us through. He does indeed let us through. So we're going to try and hunt down now the two Red Bulls, who are slowing down actually. The gap is now 10 seconds and we've got coming up to 11 laps to go. So I don't know what's going on, but we're chasing both Red Bulls down right now. The gap is dropping very quickly right now. The gap now is 12 seconds. So we could still have a chance here of winning this Grand Prix. We just got to play it tactically now on fuel, but also tyres as well. We shall see. But I think Ricciardo has got problems, I think, with his car. If he's lost so much time to Verstappen, we never know. We could get P2 here. We could potentially get P2. It's a possibility. I think it is a very good possibility. We could get P2. If Ricciardo's struggling, then oh my lord! Holy mother of God, guys! Did you just see that? That's why you don't clip the curb on the inside there. We flew then. Wow. That's cost us positions there, so I think we have to just deal right now with but that moment there was quite funny. I'm not going to lie to you. That was funny. Adam, you're going to get banned personally with that comment, so yeah, if he's already been timed out, then just ban him, people. But we don't say the C word in the stream. That's just terrible. Everyone's pitted yes. That's why I'm pushing it to the limits right now. And that moment, then losing it. Yep, luckily I don't have a McLaren wheel, so that's a good point, actually. But we're 10 laps away then from becoming world champion here in this series. We've done an absolutely amazing job, especially the last few races, to close the gap down from what, 64 points it was at one point, as high as that, to be where we are right now. To be close is just a fantastic achievement right now. So, wow. That was a scary moment though, I've got to say. Very scary moment. Ricciardo is leading the race, if anyone's interested. Verstappen is in second. And we are P3 and Vettel P4. So Vettel, I think, could jump to P2 in the standings if he finishes in P4. And luckily for us, we've got no sign of him there. Can you beat Can you best Limitless? I don't understand that question. Carrot. You know what I'm on about. So Max Verstappen could win this race, you know. It's between the two Red Bulls, so we're just going to play it safe now. We're going to go in lean and just bring the car home now. There's no point now trying to go for a win here. Unless the Red Bulls take each other out, then that will be quite a story to take away. As you can see, Verstappen's only 2 tenths behind his teammate. So Max has actually caught up to his teammate already. So I think we know who's going to win this Grand Prix. So I think Max Verstappen's going on course to win the last race of the season. But do remember, guys, we will announce the driver at the end of the stream. So if you want to find out, then make sure you stay to the end to find out who we are driving as in Series 2. I was going to make a promo, but I've just been too busy today. So I haven't had the time to produce it there. But no, I haven't got any damage whatsoever. Tazinga, I don't know why you said that, but how can I script the live stream? Can someone just query that? How can I script the live stream? How can I script the live stream? That's the point of these races live. So that's the question I want to leave to you guys. How can I script the live stream when you guys can see everything I'm doing? So answer that, really, is the question. So Timo Glock to Ferrari, I doubt that. I'm a customer database manager, if anyone's interested in what role I'm doing. So, oh, took a little bit there. I don't know what the like target is. Apparently, we hit 300 likes on the video, so let's try and go to 350 by the end of the race right now. So let's see if we can get that. Let's see if we can break the record, actually. So let's see if we can break our record, seeing that it is the last race of the season. Let's try and hit 400 likes. Hi, Kyle. You have to wait for Victor to find out who we're driving as next season. You have to wait to the end of the stream to find out who that is going to be. That's a good point. Oh, my God. You can script it by turning into Arav and having a My Driver series. Nah, I don't do My Driver. It's just too much. It's too much hassle, really, to do, if I'm honest with you. I can't mod like Arav does. Arav is too good on the modding side of things for his My Driver. I would never go to that stage of modding and spend hours on end. So, unfortunately, I'm not at that stage of Arav territory really with you guys, so oh, little moment there, but we're coming up then to the magical 5 laps to go, guys, of what has been an absolute privilege. Just moved the face cam, made it a little bit easier so you can see my face and the steering wheel, but it doesn't help that the force feedback is pushing the webcam away and it's going to fall off like it did earlier in the race. So I like it as it is, actually, because it's quite nice to keep it as it is right now. And it gives you guys a bit more, well, less of me and a bit more of the content on your screen. So that's why I moved it there. Another subscriber rolling in. Thank you so much. I do apologise without reading any of the subscriptions tonight. Just been, my focus has been on this, really. It is a championship battle, so my focus has been trying to get this won. I really want to win this first race of the series, so but Ricciardo has been passed by Max Verstappen, as I've only just noticed that. So Max Verstappen is going to win this Grand Prix, unfortunately. You can, Jacob, if I'm honest with you. So you can download the teams in Ara's My Driver over the last few seasons, so you can do that. Not using Rich Mix yet, but we will for the last lap. We will use it for the last couple of laps, guys. We just need to be sure that we are fine on fuel. The priority at the minute is just making sure we've got enough fuel. As you saw, in about 4 laps, we burned up like, what, 0.88 laps, and we were on minus 0.88. So I'm thinking about that in terms of the fuel department. So I'm being cautious to start off with on fuel before we make any rash decisions, guys. So just thought I'd put that one out there to you before we do anything regarding Rich Mix. Little Mix. Make Maldonado World Champion. Now that would be a fun series to do. Put it on realistic damage as well. In a Renault. And you know. Charlie, you may want to refresh your stream, mate, because I don't think if you join a race and then you don't see it, as Sebastian Vettel is out the Grand Prix. Seb Vettel is out. The championship contender, we've lost one of them, and that will elevate Lance Stroll now to P4, which will help us in a double points finish for Williams in 3rd and 4th, so fair play to them. So we've lost one of them, unfortunately. Can you play iRacing on a pad? You can, but it's a bit stupid, I'm not going to lie. But you can run on a pad, but it's very, very difficult. I've tried it before, and it's grim. So we're coming up then to 5 laps to go then. And could there be a twist in the tail? Could we see one of the Red Bulls retiring from the race and moving us up to P2? That's another question we'll have to think about there. But one of the men is out of the running. I think Bottas is out of the running as well. Raikkonen could be in a great shout of moving to 2nd place in the championship. Make Pascal Wehrlein world champion. Possible, good shout there. Pascal Wehrlein, but you have to be in a Mercedes, if I'm honest with you, to be crowned champion. Driving in a Sauber would be very difficult. Make Carianto world champion. I don't think that's going to happen either. Make Geordie world champion. You guys are awesome in the comments today. Do you like or hate Glock? I like Timo Glock. I like Timo Glock, he's a great driver, so... I think he does DTMs now or something, I'm not too sure, but I was a big fan of him in the day. Thanks, Jordan. It's still going to continue, mate, so you don't have to wait long. You got... Yeah, don't use keyboard either. Keyboard's the worst. But apparently on iRacing you can use your phone. It's actually quite funny, actually. If both Red Bulls retire, it's scripted. I don't think they are, because if I'm going to give you some stats, Red Bull have only retired once this season. Between them. So all their drivers have actually made it to the end of the race bar one. So... yeah, they're very good on reliability, Red Bull are on this game, so... Anyway, 4 more laps to go then. And as it stands, we will be crowned champion, guys, at the end of the race. And actually, Max Verstappen's pitted. Max Verstappen is in the pits. Why has Max pitted? What is Max doing? Can they last their tyres is a question. What is Max Verstappen doing? I don't know why Max is pitted, but this is why the AI, in terms of pit strategy, need to work something out there. What the hell is Max Verstappen doing? Yes, he's going to be quicker than us at the end of the race, but I'm just mind-boggled right now. Why is Verstappen pitted? And that is something that I know I can't change, and I think modders will agree with me that you can't change strategy calls. I'm just mind-boggled right now. I just don't understand. If Ricciardo pits, then I have no idea, but Verstappen's going to be on our case. As you can see, he's already gained like 6 tenths on us already in one sector. So I think you guys said that you wanted me to run Rich Mix, then you're getting your treat right now. So if Ricciardo pits, then I am in shock, but could be a strategy call that could work for them, but we shall see if Danny Rick pits this lap. If he doesn't, then Verstappen's just cost himself a race win here. As we move back up to second place, so it's back to normal, but tyres are fine, by the way. And there's Verstappen just coming through turn 1, so he's actually on the charge right now. We are on up at 50% tyre wear as well, so we've done very well to get to where we are right now in terms of tyre wear. So we've done a fantastic job on these tyres, so fair play to the setup that we're running this week. But we are under pressure for Max Verstappen right now. So we've got 3 more laps, or 2.5 laps to go then at the line here of what has been a fantastic series to do, guys. You've been absolutely awesome, guys. 500 people watching the end of the series as well is absolutely amazing, and my aim is to hit 1k live viewers at some point over the series at some point. Because to get that will be absolutely amazing. But we're halfway to the target now, so that's absolutely fantastic. So, but Max Verstappen, as you can see, is now 1.2 seconds behind us. So it's now a bit of under pressure here. Can we hold off? Can we hold him off for 2 laps? I doubt it, but I'll try my hardest. But I just can't promise you that we're going to hold on here for P2 with Max Verstappen on ultra soft tyres. If Ricciardo pits, then we could be in for a win here, and we've got to park the bus, but we'll wait and see as we run a little bit wide though, with 2 laps to go then of the series. And here look at Max, he's absolutely going for it, and he gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. Max is going to go for a move into turn 1. We're going to try and hold it around the outside of him, and we actually get it done around the outside. He's still with us though. We're going to be squeezed out, but we get it done around the outside. A brilliant defensive move there from us, and we hold him off for the time being. Coming down then towards the long straight where we are going to be sitting ducks, but we are going to have to run rich mix for the last. Well, we've got to run rich mix for the last lap and just pray we don't run out of fuel, of course. So a little bit of mistake there, but luckily we've got a Williams power on there, as Verstappen's going to try and get past it, but we're going to get him out of the slipstream. He's just got too much straight line speed than us. Going to try and outbrake him here into the corner. Take a lot of aggression there. And Verstappen's going to push us off the track, actually. Very naughty there from Verstappen. And we've got an illegal overtake, actually, but he's going to pass us anyway. So I'm not bothered about that. But just a little bit of banging there between Verstappen and myself. I'm going to try and make a late move on him again into the corner. A little bit of squeezing there. Wheel banging between the two of us. And we're going to get it done round the outside again. And we hold on just in second place for the time being. But Verstappen getting very, very hungry right now. He is getting very hungry right now as we come on then towards the final lap of this Grand Prix here in Abu Dhabi. A championship will be crowned in the next lap, guys. Ricciardo is going to be on course to win the Grand Prix, when for a lot of you were thinking it would be Max Verstappen, but for some reason he pitted. I don't know why, but it's ding ding ding. Final lap then of the series, guys. Verstappen's going to try and make a move on us in turn 1 again. We're going to try and hold it around the outside again. We're going to run rich mix this time to try and defend from him. And we again just hold on there, but we run a little bit too deep though into the corner. And Max Verstappen's going to come back on us once again. I would say something about the championship, but I just can't, as Max Verstappen and I are fighting for P2 here in this Grand Prix. We know that if we don't crash, we will win the championship anyway. So been an exciting battle this between me and Max Verstappen. It's going to the last lap of the race. What a way to end the series, guys, with a cracker of a battle between me and the young Dutchman, who we could be driving as next season. You have to wait in a minute though. We're going to try and outbrake Verstappen again into the corner. We lock up a little bit. We've got to give him the space though, as he's going to come back on us there, but we're going to hold it around the outside, just about there on Max, but he's going to come back at us down the straight. We're going to have to defend the inside line once again. But here he comes, and look at the speed he's got compared to us. We're going to try and outbrake him once again into the chicane. I'm going to have to hold it here. try and hold it around the outside of Max Verstappen. We're keeping it clean. What a battle this is to end the series off on a high. But Ricciardo will win this Grand Prix. Fair play to Ricciardo, I've got to say. It will clinch, I think, if my maths is correct. Red Bull will win the battle between us and them in the Constructors' Championship, I'm afraid. So we're going to have to settle for, I think it's P4. But Ricciardo will win the race here in Abu Dhabi, so props to him. But it's not over yet between me and Max Verstappen. Coming into the final corner we go. And it's going to be a historic moment for Felipe Massa, who will win the Drivers' Championship. The fireworks are going off as well. We just beat Verstappen to the line as well in P2 we get. What a race that is, guys. We've won the championship for Massa in our first season. What a fantastic job. And there is Felipe Massa, your champion in the first series, guys, of Let's Make Driver World Champion. What a great drive. What a series to do, guys. Oh, what a race. What a race that was. And Christian Horner is going to be delighted with that performance from Ricciardo. Played it cool, played the strategy spot on, and he wins here in Abu Dhabi under the lights. But the main thing is we have won the Drivers' Championship, guys, in our first season. Well done, guys. We've done it. We have done it. You guys have been awesome. And there's Hulkenberg in 16th place. And he's disappointed, I've got to say, for Renault. But there is the podium, and there is our second place. We've won it. Look at Massa. He's happy. Even though he's P2, he's won the championship. What a way to end this, guys, with a victory as well. And in a few moments' time, I'm going to reveal the driver for Series 2, guys. So make sure you smash that like button right now, guys. We've won the championship. Smash that like button right now, guys. And if you want to see a second series, guys, make sure you subscribe as well, because that is launching this Monday. But for the final time, guys, with Massa, here's the grid. The final race results then of Series 1. Ricciardo wins by 17 seconds from myself doing the two-stop strategy. Then it's us in second place, just holding on to P2 from Max Verstappen in the ultra-soft four-stop strategy. Don't know why he did it, but fair play. Stroll gets P4 for Williams. Then it's Raikkonen P5, Hamilton P6, and Bottas down in 7th place. So I'm not sure if Raikkonen's got Bottas in the standings, so we'll wait and see. But at least Bottas scored some points, so fair play to him. Sainz got 8th, Van Dorn got 9th, and Perez, the flying Mexican burrito, whatever you want to call him, gets the final points paying position, and Alonso just misses out there. But the rest of the field, guys, is going to be on your screen right there, with the retirees of Sebastian Vettel, which was quite a shock, actually, and Jody Palmer, the other one as well. And finally, guys, let's look at the final standings then, before we tell you guys the driver we're driving, guys, in Series 2. Here's the final standings then. We win by 18 points from Bottas, who just holds off Raikkonen in P3. 3 points between them two. Then Vettel gets P4 and Hamilton gets the top 5. Max Verstappen gets P6 in the standings. And Ricciardo's win moves him up to P7 ahead of our teammate, of course. So, absolutely fantastic there. And the Constructors' Championship quickly. We actually held on to P3, which is great. And we just missed out on Mercedes by 15 points. But Ferrari win the Constructors' Championship. So any Ferrari fans, well done to you. It is now time, guys, to reveal Series 2, guys. And it's going to be a massive change. There's going to be more mods. We're making the cars even quicker. And it's going to be a big one, this one. And it is now time to reveal it, guys. The driver we are going to be doing in Series 2 for the final time, guys, on F1 2016. It is none other than Max Verstappen. I did do votes on this, and you guys, in the 6 races, 4 of the races went to Max Verstappen in terms of voting, and 2 of the races went to Daniel Ricciardo. So I've got to take the wishes of you guys in the chat. So Max Verstappen is who we're driving as in Series 2, guys, and it's going to launch Monday at 8 o'clock UK time. But I just want to quickly say, guys, we finally did a championship with this, and I want to say a massive thank you, guys, from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been absolutely awesome in this series, and I'm excited to be bringing you a second series, guys, in a few days' time, of course. But tomorrow, we'll be back once again with some more streaming, guys, of the Apex Online Racing PC Split 1 Championship at Silverstone at 8 o'clock. And then on Monday will be the launch of Series 2, guys, of the Let's Make Massa World Champion, Let's Make Verstappen World Champion there. But you made the votes, guys. You decided it. So if you're not happy, I apologise, but it's the votes that take it. Whatever we get, we do it. But we're going to wrap up the stream now, guys. So a massive thank you once again. And should be quite exciting for Series 2. I shall see you guys on Monday for the next race, guys, of the series, which is going to be in Australia with Max Verstappen. And another stream will be tomorrow, guys, at 8 o'clock as well. But until then, massive thank you, guys. You are awesome as always. I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video, guys, as we get ever closer to 15,000 subscribers. We are not that far away now, guys. 178 as it stands right now. We're getting close to that one, so I am very happy. But you know what? I may even do a shoey. I may do a shoey if we win with Max Verstappen. So there's the prize. If I win the championship with Max Verstappen, I will still do a shoey at the last race of the season. So there you go. There's my promise, guys. You can print screen this or save it or whatever. I will do a shoey at the end of the series if we win with Max Verstappen. There's my promise to you guys as a little bonus. But until then, guys, I will see you tomorrow for a brand new stream, guys, on the channel. Until then, have a fantastic evening. And I shall see you guys tomorrow for a brand new video. Until then, it's goodbye from me, guys. And thank you.